You're moving here, but real quick, you brought some points. This is my fourth term talking about this issue.
Okay.
And I can go back and, get the terms confused, but there were times I was told by your department that, well, this is statute, we have to do it this way. Then we find out that statutes didn't exist. And we said, well, no, it's administrative rules. And I said, well, then give us your policy. And fourth terms, I'm still waiting to see that policy. What I have seen, and my concern is there's a patchwork, and that doesn't work for the state. We don't need a patchwork. We need across-the-board rule which follows. I have an autoimmune disease, so unfortunately my genes passed on to my grandkids, and they have autoimmune disease. There are certain vaccines we can't get.
Right.
As much as I love the United States Army and respect them, we used to have, we didn't have a choice. We had to take the vaccinations. And if I got the live virus, I got the live virus, and I was sick because they weren't flexible. Now they are. And I just want to see across the state of Michigan that we have a fair system that works for all of us, and not just administrative rules that some, I apologize, some bureaucrat put together and said, this is what we're going to do. So we're looking at what we can do. I have all these grandkids, and they go to different schools. Some of them go to the doctor and say, nope, she can't have this virus, and give them a doctor's statement. The school says, oh, you got to take that to the county nurse to approve what the doctor said. Does that make any sense?
It doesn't make sense.
But that's what they said you told them to do. And I said, well, this school says different. So I think there's a lack of a good broad policy that works for all of us. So I don't want my grandkids getting sick. And that's why I'm passionate about this, because I've been sick and I want them getting sick. And I have some guilt for giving them those bad genes. But I want to make sure they have a system. If the doctor says you can't have it, why do they have to watch a video and have a nurse approve what the doctor said?
So that's a misunderstanding, I think, of the system.
For 4 terms, I've been asked to get that fixed.
Well, no, if it's a medical reason you can't receive a vaccine, that is signed by a physician.
But why do they have to go to the city
They
county?
don't have to.
Then you need to let everyone know that, because across the state, I talk to my colleagues, everybody says the same thing. Well, we don't do that. We do that. There's a patchwork, and we need to get that resolved.
I think that, to me, there's a misunderstanding, because that is consistent the way that the local health departments and the schools
So are
know
your
it.
administrative rules following state statute now?
Absolutely.
Okay, thank you.
Site as well. So a couple months later, the health department made an intimidating call to our doctor, telling her that the waiver that she wrote for our son was invalid, and that she was responsible for telling us to go to the health department to get a philosophical waiver instead. The reason they gave was that PFAPA is not on the CDC list of contraindications to vaccines. However, Michigan state law does not reference the CDC contraindication list at all, and I won't go into 333-9215 again because it's already been read, but I will reiterate it gives full authority to the child's physician to make medical decisions for that child. That is state law. And this was clearly the case in our physician's determination for our son. We knew that we had followed the law and that the health department was overreaching their authority, so we refused to get an alternate waiver. And we did consult with an attorney who reinforced our interpretation of that.
Mr. Eakin, do you have something to add to this? I don't mean to cut you off, but
I have my own personal.
We're not connected in any way.
okay, but we got to keep moving. We got a huge stack. We have to, in procedurally, we have to end
I
at
would just
10:30.
reiterate, I am sure the bureaucrat who made that determination and harassed our doctor about our waiver had never heard of PFAPA.